got no point.
How's it going? This is Marcello Margott with Los Angeles Ironmen. I'm here to talk to you guys today about how to get noticed at a team tryout. First step is communication. Communication is something that is hugely important in the paintball world. Professional teams are constantly looking for a good communicator. It's something that is so simple, something that just about any of us can do. You know, we could all communicate, we could all talk, use our voice. And it's something a lot of people forget to do, especially during games, when games really break down and it's a long 3-on-3, people stop shooting guns, people stop talking, and that's when teams win or lose, is right there. That moment when the game really breaks down and you need to make sure you know where everyone's at. And what that comes down to, simple communication. I can't stress this enough. It's something that not only will get you noticed at a tryout because you're constantly yelling, constantly talking, and so the coach is gonna hear your voice and he's gonna be drawn to you physically. He's gonna hear your voice, he's gonna look at you, he's gonna see the player that you are, and if you're constantly communicating stuff, he's gonna recognize you. So that's gonna be your first way to get noticed. You're gonna stand out, and you're gonna be doing stuff that I promise you the other people trying out are not gonna do, because communication gets very lost in paintball. And you would think it'd be very simple, but it's not. Even at the professional level, like I said, we constantly are looking for people that can communicate. We will often do drills where one player doesn't have a gun. So his only job the entire time is to communicate. He's there to talk, he's there to call up positions, and that's it, that's his only job. He can't shoot anybody, so that's all he has to do. And it really gets you into the mindset of communicating. If you guys do this, and you guys do it diligently, and you guys can be mindful of constantly calling stuff out and communicating, you're gonna get noticed. Now you have to remember, it's not just calling out positions. You have to also be smart enough to put stuff together. Like, hey, they're in the back left, back center, back right maybe, and this is how we break down the game. That's the next step of communication. And you have to be able to constantly put these things together, because I can't tell you how many times we've been in long situations where you know, games are breaking down and all of a sudden somebody sees a move maybe happen where somebody goes into the snake 1, snake 2, snake 3, and they don't call it out to the rest of their teammates, and that guy shoots each and every one of them. And all of a sudden it's a 3-on-1 maybe. And that's from simple communication. One of the best examples I could give of communication and how it really helps your team out was Chicago. 2013, we were playing against X Factor, and I think the score was tied 3-3. It was one of those really long, drawn-out points, and it was 3-on-3 bodies as well. And I was in the Dorito 2. Steven Pitts was behind me on the Dorito side. We had I think it was Mouse over on the Snake side. They had one player on the Dorito side, and then 2 players on the Snake side. One on the Snake side, one close to the back center. So we definitely had the advantage. And the only reason that we were able to take advantage of that was because of communication. I remember, you know, so clearly Steven Pitts behind me yelling, you know, Marcello, I want to make this move. Who's shooting at you, you know? Because somebody was shooting cross field at me and Steven wanted to make a run down the line. So obviously that guy would pick him up. So he communicates that to me, and you know, everything just went so smooth. I was like, okay, in my mind I got a visual of what Steven wanted to do. I instantly said, okay, here's what needs to happen. So I start shooting at the back left, and I'm like, Steven, I'm gonna put the back left in. As soon as I tell you to go, you go. And this is all like, it was so vocal, so emotional. We could hear each other. Like, it was one of those feelings in a paintball tournament that really just bring the entire team together. And I put the back left in, I'm holding him in, I'm saying, Steven, you can go. So he runs by me, you know, as he's running, I just have this big smile on my face, like, wow, we just orchestrated an amazing move. He bunkers the first guy. We think that's the only guy he's gonna get. You know, we're like, okay, we'll trade you trading out with this guy. For me, that's fine. Well, we communicated so well and organized this entire attack so well that he actually didn't get shot. He kept going, shot another person before he got shot, and that made it a 2-on-1. I'll take a 2-on-1 instead of a 3-on-3 any day, right? So because of that great communication, he was able to get 2 people off the field. Me and Mouse were then able to close the gap and shoot the last person in the corner, and we got the point, which eventually led us to winning the match. That wouldn't have happened without communication. That simple point, you know, just one point in the entire match came down to communication, came down to Not technical skills, not gun skills, not luck, nothing. It came down to communication. If I didn't tell him who was shooting at me, and he didn't tell me what he needed me to do for him to make that move, it never would have happened, and we would not have won that point. Maybe we would have, maybe we wouldn't have, who knows. But that communication is what catapulted us into winning that point and then winning the match. So I can't stress enough how important communication is, because we went back that night and we were all excited. You know, the whole team saw it from the sidelines. They all commended us on it for communication. Something so simple, something that everybody can do, something that you can do, something that all you need to do it is a voice. If you can speak, no matter what language it may be, you can communicate to your teammates, and it's very important. Hope this helped you guys out. If you guys have any more questions or anything you guys want to ask, whatever it may be, please feel free to contact me via any of my social media outlets. I'm always open to your guys' suggestions. You guys are great. This is the entire reason this video got made was because of you guys. So please give me your input. Let me know how you feel about it, and let's talk soon.